All right, welcome back to the NBA NCAA Fantasy Faves League. As you can see, it's halftime here. The Cats are on top of the Jayhawks, 32-27. And when two of my teams that I like go at it, I have to pick the home team. So go Kentucky. You definitely need help in my league. Kansas is kicking butt here in the Fantasy Faves League. So let me go ahead and jump into Week 5 results before I jump into this week's matchups, Week 6. Week 5, the Bulls took on the Cavaliers, and the Bulls won their game over the Magic 192, and the Cavs fell to the Kings. So the win goes to the Bulls. Then you had the Knicks going up against the Warriors. Knicks, they lost to the Mavs 103-95, and the Warriors handled the Hornets 113-103. So the win goes to the Warriors. Then you got the Spurs slightly over the Raptors by 2 points, 108-106. The Lakers lost their game to Portland, 102-97. So once again, Spurs win, Lakers lose. Spurs win the game. Moving on into the college ranks, we have Notre Dame going up against Kansas last week. Notre Dame lost their game to Virginia by 17 points. Kansas lost their game to the West Virginia Mountaineers by 16 points. So when two teams lose, it's the one that lost by the least amount of points, and Kansas, you are the winner. Kentucky went up against Louisville in my fantasy league. Kentucky actually lost their game to Tennessee, and Louisville had one of the largest victories ever in the ACC. In fact, it was the third largest ACC point margin, I believe it was, and the largest road win. They won 106-51 against Pitt. So congrats to Louisville. You win the fantasy game. You win, and Kentucky lost. UCLA took on USC. UCLA lost. And then Florida State, let's see here. They also lost to Georgia Tech. However, UCLA lost by a lesser margin of points. So UCLA wins that game. So my picks were the Bulls, Warriors, Spurs, UCLA, Louisville, and let's see. And I picked Kansas. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I picked Florida State over UCLA. So I was 5-1 on the week. So when I give you guys the matchups for Week 6, go ahead and figure out who you think is going to win, and put that down in the comments here, and try to beat Biddy, which is yours truly. I was 5-1 this week, so we'll see what happens come Week 6. All right, so let's jump ahead over to the Week 5 standings. In the NBA, the Warriors are undefeated at 5-0, the only undefeated team in my league. You have the Spurs and Bulls at 3-2. Lakers are surprisingly 2-3, but that may change as the season moves forward. Lakers are in a world of hurt right now. The Cavs and the Knicks are 1-4. So we're going to need some stellar play for those two teams to crawl back into this. In the NCAA, as I mentioned before, Kansas is just crushing it. They're 4-1. Louisville is also 4-1. UCLA and Florida State are a game back of those two in their respective divisions. UCLA and Florida State are both 3-2. And then pulling up the rear is Kentucky and Notre Dame. Now Notre Dame had a victory today, so that's good for them. Kentucky looks like they're up by 5 right now. So Kentucky really needs to get this win today. Otherwise, in a 12 game season in my league, they're already 1-4, and they got a lot of ground to make up to catch Kansas. Kansas again is 4-1. So winning this game head to head, it's going to be huge for Kentucky if they can pull out this victory. I'll give you guys the results for Week 6 in a couple days. But the matchups are as follows. You have the game of the week. You have Kansas going against Kentucky right now. I can barely speak because I'm chasing my mint juleps here. Got to have some water there at halftime to space those drinks out. I'm having a variation on the mint julep since I don't have bourbon. I had brandy, so I put mint mojito mix with some a shot of brandy, 2 shots of Moscato, sparkling wine or whatever it is. So it's my Moscato mint. I guess I call it a tulip since it's not really a julep. So try that. In the non-game of the week, you already had the game that just took place this afternoon. Notre Dame versus Florida State. Notre Dame was going up against Georgia Tech. Florida State was going up against Syracuse. I won't tell you the outcome so you can make your picks. Louisville was playing UCLA this week. Excuse me. Now, because UCLA was a game short, they went ahead and allowed Arizona to fill in for them. I made it so that you can pick someone in their conference to represent them if they're a game short when I'm doing these matchups. So the following week, week 7, Louisville is going to have Virginia sub in for them. But UCLA is having Arizona play Washington on their behalf. So once again, Louisville versus UCLA. And then over there in the NBA, you got Golden State going up against San Antonio. Golden State's playing the Clippers tonight, and San Antonio's playing Dallas. So try to figure out who you think would win those 2 matchups head to head. Then you have the Cavs going up against OKC versus the Lakers going up against Denver. And then you have the Knicks going up against the Bulls. The Knicks are playing Atlanta, and the Bulls are playing Philly. So I'll give you my picks. Obviously, I'm picking the Cats all the way today. I need them to do some work in this league and try to climb back into the race for the NCAA South division. They have Kansas and UCLA in that division, so come on, Kentucky. That's the team I picked to at least make the Final Four, so come on, Kentucky, let's get this. That's my pick for the game of the week. I am picking Notre Dame and I'm picking UCLA. And then I'm picking Golden State, Cleveland, and New York. So those are my 6 picks. Go ahead and put your picks down below, and I will get back with you with Week 6 results and Week 7 matchups next time around. All right, you guys, I think halftime's over. Let's get back to the couch. Enjoy the game, and enjoy the Pro Bowl tomorrow. In fact, I might do a video tomorrow with Pro Bowl info and NFL Super Bowl predictions. All right, you guys, take care.